Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the main theme from God of War Ragnarök. It's a great little piece. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear what it sounds like, then go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So I'm going to teach you the whole song. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section as well. I read every single comment. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Please excuse my voice on this video. I've got a cold, so that's why my voice sounds a little weird today. Okay, so the first line. Guitars in standard tuning. The first line sounds like this. Rest. Nice easy start. So you don't start on beat 1, there's a rest on beat 1, and then you're going to play A3, A5, A6. So the first bar goes rest. Bar 2, you've got a rest on beat 1 and then play A3, A5 and E6. So bar 2 goes rest. So bars 1 and 2 together go rest, rest. And bars 3 and 4 are the same as bars 1 and 2, so the whole of the first line goes rest. On to the next line, and we've got this, rest. So it starts the same, playing A3, A5, A6, then hold it on into the next bar, into bar 6. That's the note in the bracket. You don't play the notes in the brackets, they're just held on. And then you play E4, back to A6, then D3, and then D5. So you've got then A3, and then in bar 8, I'm going to play A3, A5 and E6. So the whole line, 3, 4, rest. On to the next line, we've got rest. So bar 9, we've got a rest and then play A3, A5, and then we're going to play E6 and A6 at the same time. So we've got rest. And then in bar 10 we've got, which is E6, E4, A3. So the first 2 bars of that line go rest. And then in bar 11 we go. So I'm playing E3, then A3 twice. I actually leave my finger on the E3 as well, so E3, then A3 twice, A5, A6, then rest, A3, A5, E6. So the whole line goes rest. On to the next line from bar 13, and we've got rest. So A3, A5, A6, then E4, then D3, open G, and then in bar 15, playing this F minor. First finger's barred across all the strings on the first fret. Then I'm using my little finger on the D3. And I'm also going to put my third finger on A3 because we're going to use that in a second. So we play the E1 with the D3 and the G1 at the same time. Then play A3, then B1. And you can do all that without moving your fingers. And into the next bar, we've got E2 with G3 and D4 at the same time. And then you'll play G1, and then D4. So you got. So the whole of that line goes rest. On to the next line, and we've got this. So bar 17, we play A1 and D3 at the same time. And then it's going to play a B flat minor chord, which is your first finger A1, third finger on D3, little finger just underneath it on G3, and then second finger on B2. We play those middle 4 strings all at the same time, and then take your second finger off and make sure your first finger's barred across, and it hits A1 with D3, G3, and B1. So it goes. So bar 17 goes. Then bar 18, we play A4 with D3 at the same time. Then open G, G1. So bar 17 and 18, you've got. And then bar 19, we play A3 and the open G string at the same time. Then another A3, A5, A6. Then rest in bar 20 and play A3 with G5 at the same time. Then A5 and G5. Then A1 and G3. So bar 20 goes rest. Bar 21 starts the same, A3 and G5, A5 and G5, then A6 and G5. So bar 21 goes rest. Bar 22 is the same as bar 21, so you got. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line, and we've got. So it starts the same as the previous that we had on the previous line. So A3 and G5, A5 and G5, then A6 and G5. So it goes rest. Into the next bar, A5 and G5, then A5 and G5, then A1 and G3. So bar 24 goes rest. And then changes in bar 25, we've got rest, and then A3 and G5, A5 and then G7, and then A6 and G8. So bar 25 goes rest. Then bar 26 we've got, which is A4 and B6 at the same time. Then A6, so we've got, then D2 with the open E string nearest to the floor, and then D4. So bar 26 goes. Then bar 27 we've got. So we're going to play 4 and E4 at the same time. Then G1, G3, G4. So it goes. Another E4. Then fret 2 on the D string. And then G4. And then a B2 at the end. So it goes. So let's just play that line. Here we go. 3, 4, rest. On to the next line, and we've got so for this, probably the trickiest line, we're playing E4 and B4 at the same time. Then E4, A1 and G1, then A2. So you got then just an E2 on its own, then E4 and E4 is nearest to your face, so both the E4s. A1 with the open E, A2, and then E2 nearest to the floor. So bar 30 goes. And then into bar 31 we play E3 with B4, G1, G3, G4, so bar 31. And then into bar 32 we play A6 with D4, then open E with the D2 at the same time, G1, so you got into bar 32 we play D1, and then which is E4 with B4, A1 with B4, A2 with B4, so it goes. And then into bar 34, E4 with the B4 again, A1 with B4, then E2 with B4, so bar 34 goes rest. So the whole of that line you get. And the last line we've got. So for that, E4, then G1 twice, G3, G4, open A, D2, B2, B4, so you got. And then into bar 37, we can play A4 with B5 and G6 at the same time, and then just a G6 on its own, and then E4, A4 and D6, and then keep that held down and play the E4 afterwards. So bar 37 goes, and then into the next bar 38 we've got, so first finger flat across the E, B and the G strings at the second fret, and play the D string, then hammer on your second finger onto B3, or you could just play B3, and then D2 with G4 sorry, and B5, then B3, so it goes, then bar 39 play D4 with G2 and B2, and then these last three chords you slow it down and go. So use your first finger flat across all the strings on the second fret, little finger on E5. Play the E2 with the G2, the B2 and the E5. Then move down to E4 with the open with the E2, G2 and B2 and the E4. And then play an A chord just to finish. So the whole of that last line goes. And that's the end of the song. Well, if you want to hear it all the way through, played through, I've done a cover version. Go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Go and have a listen all the way through. If you have enjoyed this little lesson, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, giving me a like on the video, that really does help the video. I read every comment, so I love to hear from you. So please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video. If you've played the game, if any other songs in the game are any good that you want to learn to play, leave them in the comments. I'll try and do a video for you. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.